As we aspire to reform the criminal justice system, we must never forget the fact that everyone is a stakeholder in the reforms that are being proposed. While one of the principles of a just society is that it must be blind, that does not mean we turn a blind eye towards violence and the plight of victims of crime. They must remain at the forefront of everything we do as we strive to make the world safer for everyone. We must hold everyone accountable to the rule of law, not just law enforcement. Police accountability has always been a subset of personal accountability. There's much debate about the effectiveness of tough-on-crime laws that were legislated back in the 80s and 90s in response to a historical surge in violent crime. Some attribute the legislation as a product of systemic racism. Others point to an astonishing level of crime associated with the explosion of drug-related crimes in metropolitan areas across the state. One product of this legislation was a huge increase in the state's prison population, one that was primarily of people of color. Some of the current proposals being made reality have startled many as to their impact on public safety, and for a good reason. Eliminating consequences to violent crime has many consequences of their own. Sentencing enhancements and special circumstances give prosecutors the leeway to craft an appropriate response to the facts of every case presented to them by law enforcement investigators. It gives judges involved the sentencing guidelines necessary for a fair outcome. Public defenders, alternate public defenders, and private counsel all provide the necessary checks and balances to ensure due process and for the integrity of the entire criminal justice system. Justice is not served when the district attorney assumes the role of defense counsel. It will lead to a criminal justice system out of balance that only serves the needs of offenders, not victims or the community. All reform efforts have to be grounded in reality, and the reality is that over the last 8 years, violent crime in Los Angeles County has dropped 2.61%. Property crimes have dropped 14.98%. And overall Part 1 crimes, these are the serious crimes, have dropped 12.70%. The Los Angeles Police Department is reporting similar numbers. Yet we must acknowledge a current upswing this year of 38.57% in homicides and 10.07% in aggravated assaults just this year alone. These are the numbers that make the current reform proposals troubling. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department will forever stand to protect the community against the ravages of crime and to tirelessly defend those who are victims of crime. We will also work towards reforming the criminal justice system as a whole, not at the expense of victims of crime or to a civil society.